this week with your DBQ, you're going to work on your body paragraphs and your conclusion. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about what was in a body paragraph. When you go to the Horry County Schools webpage and go from your student learning commons to the Clever homepage, remember you log in with your Active Directory. If you're still having trouble with this, just let me know and I'll send you a link. But usually if you clear your browser, it makes it a lot easier. Restart your computer. It doesn't like extra stuff in your history. So you click on the DBQ, and once you get into your DBQ, remember the question that this DBQ is asking is, how does one say the unspeakable? So what that is asking is, how do writers convey, show these unspeakable things when they're so hard to talk about and show people to have them understand? And what that also means is the techniques that they used. So how did they write it? When we were looking at this last week before spring break, in the essay builder, remember we came up with repetition, word choice, and images or imagery. Those are going to end up being each of your body paragraphs. So you created your buckets and you were supposed to go through and find examples from each of the documents, so documents A, B, C, and D, and find evidence to support or that show repetition. What you're doing this week, you've already written your introduction. You are going to write your body paragraphs. Now, some of the language that I'm going to use is a little bit different, so I just want to make sure that you are aware of what the differences are. So here it has your baby thesis. So one technique that writers use is repetition. So it's literally telling you how to write this sentence. It's giving you a sentence stem. One technique that writers use is, like we said, repetition for the first one. Then you have evidence. So this is the quote or quotes. You have to have at least one from the documents. Make sure that you put documents A, B, C, or D. Notice that it says cite at least one quotation from the documents with context to provide evidence for this technique. So you have to say one example of repetition is in document B, where the repetition of Jew is repeated. The word Jew is repeated 6 million times in this book to show the magnitude of the loss of the amount of Jews killed in the Holocaust. And then this is where that explanation piece comes in, like when we ice, because that's what you're doing here. Introduce, cite, and explain. Okay? So this technique effectively expresses the horror of the Holocaust because. So the repetition of the word Jew 6 million times expresses the horror of the Holocaust because it creates a physical representation for every life lost. And then you can go into more detail with that. Once you type in each of these boxes, it will build the paragraph for you. You're going to do this 3 times with each of your topics. Once you're done with that, you'll go into the conclusion. And this is where you restate your thesis statement. Now, you wrote your thesis statement with the chicken foot, remember? And it was in the beginning. So that doesn't mean that you're writing it the exact same way. You can flip it around. You can change it up a little bit. You can say, in order to present the horrors of the Holocaust or communicate the horrors of the Holocaust, writers use different techniques. Or you could say repetition, imagery, and whatever else that you chose, you are used by authors to create an image of the Holocaust to put readers in it. It's just restating your thesis, but you don't say it the exact same way. This is your key argument. So basically, why is it important? Why is this? How does this answer your question? The DBQ question. And then this says add a fresh idea or wrinkle to your argument. So you can bring in, this says to use the background essay for a good source, but this is supposed to be, remember, you're using that like upside down triangle at the beginning, and then the bottom is going to be that triangle, normal way triangle, up, right side up. I don't know. Meaning that it ends in a broader statement. So why is this important for the world? Why is this important to society? How has this changed the world by using this writing? Once you've done all this week, you're going to click Build Essay, and it will create your essay for you. Please make sure that if you're going in and out, this is very important, pay attention. When you're going in and out, make sure you click Save, because you want to make sure that you're saving everything that you're doing. It should save it anyway, but just click that just to make sure, and it'll tell you the time that it was saved, the last time it was saved. Once you click Build Essay, you can submit it, and that is all you have to do. I can read everything for you because it will build the essay here. You can add stuff in, remove things, fix different things in this format. Make sure that you get as close to MLA as you can. And your rubric for this essay is also here underneath this tab. You can go from advanced, proficient, emerging, and missing, of course. The S stands for you. So you're scoring yourself. That's your self-check. And the teacher is where I grade it. So you are making sure that you have all of these things in each of your paragraphs and then in any comments. And that's how I will grade it as well. Once you've done that, you click Send to Teacher, and I will get it and grade it for you. So this is the last part of your assignment for this DBQ. You have the week to complete all of these paragraphs, and make sure that you get this turned in. This will be a test grade. Please make sure you do all of the parts, because remember, the final essay of this is a test grade, but the other parts are counting as practice grades as well. So you don't want to miss out on those grades. I'm going to attach this slide deck just to give you some more information, just a little bit more guide. This is using a little bit of different, so here it's like baby thesis. They say topic sentence. So I'll put that there where they call a baby thesis. So that's all your body paragraphs, and then the conclusion, of course, is the same sort of way. It gives you different examples of how to write this. It gives you body paragraph examples. So this is an argumentative essay about why traffic light was the most efficient inventions, one of the most efficient inventions, but you're going to say that repetition, of course, or imagery is effective because, but this gives you, see how it has the color reference? You have the different colors here. But if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will do my best to assist you. Have a great week.